All right, today is what day is it? Day 4?
4.
Day 4, and I'm so tired. This morning we found some shelving units on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, that were being sold pretty cheap that would fit really well into the van and save us a lot of money so we don't have to build our own. So I went out and picked those up, and the only other thing on the agenda for today is to get the floor spray painted with Rustoleum. That's gonna take all day to dry, so I just have to get over this hump of spraying it, and then we can let it dry, and then we can basically finish the floor once it's all sprayed, which is probably gonna happen tomorrow and not today. So hopefully it won't be too long of a day today.
Yeah, and in the morning we further tested out our electrical system. So today is actually a really great day. It's your typical Ontario 2.2 hour crappy solar day. And we're at 40% charged, meaning it's around 200 watts that we have in the power bank right from the morning, which is actually pretty good. So that's impressive.
Not too bad. All right, let's do this. Before starting to spray the Rustoleum, we did one final vacuum of the entire van to make sure all of the loose debris was removed. Having proper ventilation and wearing a mask when spraying the Rustoleum is really important. Take the breaks that you need to get some fresh air, otherwise you might start to feel a little bit lightheaded.
Okay, this is now day 5 of the build. Another day of Andy supervising the progress. Tia did decent progress, okay, just okay yesterday with painting the floor. I'm kidding, she did a lot.
See what I've done with?
She almost killed herself with Rustoleum.
I did not, I wore a mask.
Yeah, it's not great for you. Anyways, day 6. What's going on?
You just said it was day 5.
Day
You said day
5. What's going on?
Today we were putting the sound deadener on the floor because the Rustoleum is now dry. At least we hope it is. It doesn't feel wet, so I think we're good. And then we can put our subfloor that we cut out on Sunday back on, and then we can start to actually floor with the laminate. And that is all the layers that are going on the floor, which means once we finish that, the floor will be finito. Well, I thought this was going to be a lot easier than it is, which is not surprising, but the way that the sound deadener works, at least the one that we got, it looks like this, and it's adhesive on the back, which is kind of nice. Don't have to deal with like any sprays, like sticking sprays or anything. But the only shitty thing is if you look at the floor of the van where we've sprayed the Rustoleum, it has divots, and the sound deadener has to go in and out of these divots. So you can see we did the first piece down here, and you're supposed to have a tool that looks something like this, except it should be like a single one that's smaller. Yeah, we don't have that tool, and we're not buying it just for this. So for right now, we're using the bottom of a screwdriver for the inside divots, and then this like 3-pronged roller for the top divots. And we gotta put this in the whole back of the van here. So this is going to be my afternoon. Okay, so we didn't finish the sound deadener because we didn't have enough of it. We had to order some more. It doesn't arrive until Thursday, which is not a huge deal. We can actually start working on the walls before we finish the flooring. So we're gonna try and get at least, Andy is dancing in the background of this video to try and distract me right now. Okay, sorry. Anyway, we are gonna try and get at least one wall done today because the insulation is done, so we just have to put the wall on. And if we can, we'll try and get both done. But to be honest, it's already almost 5 p.m., so we'll probably not be able to get both done. That would be our wall going in. Looks pretty sleek. Okay, so the game plan here is we've actually already hung the wall from the top, like screwed it in, and we're going to snip at it very slowly to cut out the wheel well and whatever other parts need to be cut out of it. The other part of this is these plastic pieces that we have don't go all the way down to the floor, which is not a big deal because the floor is mainly going to be covered anyway. So once we actually get the flooring done, we're going to be putting some wood down there to finish off the wall. All right, how do you like the wall?
I had my doubts. Let's be completely honest. I had my doubts, but it actually looks pretty good. So it is a little bit see-through, but honestly, we're gonna put stuff in front of it. What's the big deal? Day 5 complete, sort of. So here's what we got done. We got one of the 3 wall panels in and fully secured. The ground is 3/4 of the way deadened because T and I had a discussion and we decided to deaden the whole entire ground except for just 30% like some people have suggested. So we were waiting for that to come, the material to come in. Now we're off to Home Depot to get XPS insulation boards because these loose insulation that you stick on the walls, well, that is just going to be a pain in the rear to do when the thing is above you and it gets you super itchy. Whereas these boards are basically, they're kind of like styrofoam, so you just cut them up and glue them up. It's no problem.
This is for the ceiling.
And this is for the ceiling, yes. So that's the plan. And I think by the end of the week, we might be able to get the whole thing done, ready for building out the inside, like the actual livable space. So by the end of the week, we are trying to get the whole thing like the blank slate, at the blank slate level. That's where we're trying to be.
Forgetting the fan and the hole in the roof.
Nope, that is the plan. She says I'm forgetting that we're putting the fan. No, I am accounting that. Fingers crossed, hopefully.
Hey guys, it is day 7 technically of the van build. Yesterday was day 6. We actually used yesterday as a rest day, and we ran out and bought some more things that we're gonna need because our province has now gone back into a 28-day stay-at-home order, which means that hardware stores are no longer open for in-person shopping. It's only curbside pickup. So we wanted to try and get everything that we knew we would need. We obviously are going to have to order curbside because we're kind of running this like in a step-by-step sort of thing where, you know, we finish different parts at a time and then go get the materials we need for the next part. But it is what it is. So day 7 today, the plans are to finish putting the sound deadener on the floor. We can then put the subfloor on, the 1/4 inch plywood. And then we have to make a decision on if we're going to floor today, finish the walls, or potentially cut the hole in the roof to put the fan in. But we'll see kind of where we get. Right now I'm just gonna start with the sound deadener so that I can finish that up, and we can be done with it. All right, sound deadener is officially done. It's on the wheel wells, on the floor, and this means that we can now put the subfloor in. So Andy is already ready to go with it. Thank God we cut this over the weekend. We don't have to do it now. We can just slot it in.
Road trip ready. Oh man, you like went ham on this.
Once the subfloor was in, we headed over to my parents' house to finish up the other wall in the van.
Laying the wall. This one's got to go over the wheel well. It's going to be super annoying. But first we have to trim it down to somewhat the right size. And we also had a discussion. The flooring we got is a little short, so we're gonna, you know, not do the back where it's gonna be covered.